Okay, so with the release of the new Fallout TV series, I'll admit, like everyone else, I got into Fallout again, and I popped in Fallout 3 because it kind of was the start of a new trilogy, and I didn't feel like playing through 1 and 2 on my underpowered PC, even though they're really old games. My PC's not really designed for gaming, so I decided just to start off with 3, and I started noticing that there was a couple of things that not everyone tells you going into Fallout 3 that I realized actually would help out some people if they were told this. These aren't spoilers or anything, but these are just 5 tips that helped me get through Fallout 3. And so tip number 1 is kind of a easy one to do right away because it's kind of put in your path, and that's get yourself a home base as soon as possible. With the Power of the Atom side mission, you have a possibility of getting either a home in Megaton or an apartment in Tenpenny Tower, and definitely you want to go get one of those as soon as possible, because with a home you have a free place to sleep at any time, you have a base of operations, you have storage to put all your cool stuff you don't want to carry with you at all the time. And if you get some of the like themes for your home, you can get, you know, little stations and whatnot that will help you out with building, crafting, boosting Nuka-Cola. Yeah, like you could get a vending machine and have ice cold Nuka-Cola, which gives you a higher health boost than just a standard Nuka-Cola you find out in the field. Plus, you in the Megaton home, you get a Wadsworth that periodically will give you purified fresh water. So definitely get yourself a home as soon as possible. But the next tip you want to do, and this one doesn't sound as amazing, but trust me, this was such a useful tool that I incorporated into my gameplay, and that was investing in the repair skill. Basically, you want to always be putting points into that no matter what, because with the repair skill, you constantly come across weapons on the wasteland that are like 5% usable. They're almost destroyed weapons, and during a combat encounter, you don't want your gun to jam, which can happen if you're using weak, almost destroyed weapons. And so investing in the repair skill, you're going to be able to, in your Pip-Boy, without much effort, just start putting weaker weapons of the same kind into one weapon and just repairing 5 assault rifles into one excellent operating assault rifle. It helps out greatly with your weight, storage space, and it allows you to not really run into jamming too much during combat encounters. And it's such a useful skill to invest in. You should absolutely be investing in the repair skill from the beginning. Another thing you really want to utilize as a tip is don't collect everything you can. There's a lot of times, yeah, you're going to be tempted to carry every piece of armor you find, every tin can, every gun, everything. And guess what? You're going to be slow walking your way back to Megaton for hours if you do that. One thing you want to focus on is ammo. Grab any ammo you have, even if you don't really use it, because ammo barely weighs anything if it does at all, and you can only store it at your base. Another thing is you don't want to be collecting too many costumes or clothing that you're not going to be wearing. If you see something that looks kind of cool, sure, you can grab it and then throw it back at your home base. But unless it's something you're already wearing now, don't grab it. And if it's something you're already wearing, you can use that as a repair tool for improving your currently worn armor. So, you know, that makes sense, but you don't want to collect everything you can. You will become over encumbered, and that is just so much wasted time trying to get to a safe place to sell something, or getting back to your house to store stuff, or, you know, just so many times I found myself having to dump stuff on the ground just so I could move at a normal pace. Another tip you want to focus on is having only one weapon per ammo type. This one, it took me numerous playthroughs before I finally realized this one. So essentially, there's numerous weapons that use the same type of ammo. For example, let's look at the 32 caliber ammo. Okay, there's the revolver that has like a 5 points of damage for every shot you fire. It's like, okay, that seems fine. But then you have the hunting rifle, which uses the same ammo, and it has 14 points of damage. So honestly, you want to have just the hunting rifle, because the pistol is just wasting ammo. It's not using it at its best efficiency. The hunting rifle is going to do that. And that's with a lot of weapons you come across. The assault rifle's cool, but once you come across the Chinese assault rifle, it has a much higher damage output than the standard assault rifle. And so there's no point in carrying an assault rifle if you already have the superior Chinese assault rifle in the game. And so it's important just to have one weapon for each ammo type. You want to look at the damage of each weapons you have. And there's no problem having them at your home base, but when you go out on the field, kind of just have one souped up weapon for that one ammo type. It'll really help out with your weight issue and not getting over-encumbered easy. And then the last tip I want to throw you guys is an obvious one, but trust me, it's easy to forget and it really helps out a lot. Saving and fast travel are your friend. So this is a game where, with rare exception, you can save at any time during the game. Use that. Especially if you're doing like an escort mission with someone who's super underpowered, or you have an ally, a companion that you really like, and you see like a deathclaw up ahead. Save the game. That way, if you lose your companion, you can reload and try again. It really sucks that you lose a companion. It's like your last save was an hour ago. It's like, okay, well, I really like this companion, so I'm going to go back and, you know, start that level over again. So definitely save a lot. But also, fast travel is going to be your best friend. If you're not over encumbered and you're not by enemies, you can fast travel to any place you've been in the Capital Wasteland that's not underground or inside a building. And this is going to save you so much time, because there's a lot of times you have to go back and forth between places, and fast travel is going to cut that time down a lot. It's not like you're not going to see the sights of the wasteland anyway. You are going to see the sights of the wasteland, but sometimes it's going to get obnoxious. I have to walk 7 miles back the other way I came. There's no flying, there's no driving vehicles, there's just fast travel, and trust me, it is going to be your friend. But anyway, yeah, that's been 5 tips that helped me through my time playing through Fallout 3. Do you guys know of any tips that will help new players coming into the game? Say off in the comments down below. That's been 5 tips that helped me with Fallout 3. My name's Christopher O'Connell with 11 Hour Reviews, and that will be all for today.